Welcome back to another video by yours truly. We are 4 days away from Wuthering Waves releasing, and we just got hit with two back-to-back drip marketings for what I assume to be patch 1.1, because we already have Jian and Yinlin coming in patch 1.0, and these two characters have to be for patch 1.1. That's crazy because the game ain't even came out yet. They are putting their foot on the gas, and I love to see it. Let's get some competition up in this gacha space. You know what I'm saying? By the way, I will be streaming for 7 days straight for Wuthering Waves. We are sponsored. It's going to be fun. If you want to check that out, you can either check me out on twitch.tv/gachasmack, or you can check me out on YouTube. I will be simultaneously streaming to both platforms. But let's go ahead and give my thoughts on these drip marketings. I want to start off with Jinhsi. She was actually in the story during the closed beta, and I learned a great deal about the story because I actually kept up with it. There are these things called sentinels, which are essentially dragons, which I'm assuming are the gods of Wuthering Waves, much like, you know, the archons in Genshin Impact and stuff. These sentinels used to be one entity, one big ass dragon, like Omega Shenron, you know, things like that. But then they branched out into a bunch of dragons and got spread out into different cities and areas, I imagine. So I'm bringing all that up because this girl, Jinhsi, is the magistrate of Jinzhou, which is essentially like a judge who like governs over the law of the place and probably hands out them L's too. She's an emanator of one of these dragons, which is crazy. That means she's probably going to be cracked. Now, if you're a new Gacha Smack viewer, the Emanator joke went right over your head. That's for my Honkai Star Rail audience. They have a little bit of lore with your boy. But her being an emanator of one of these sentinels, which is kind of like a god, so to speak, means she's probably going to be a very strong character. So if you're looking to pull on characters who are going to be probably cracked, I would imagine she's going to be one of those cracked characters. Another incentive for me personally to pull on her is maybe you don't pick up, actually you're probably not going to pick up the beast boy who throws the hands, the ice beast boy. I can't think of his name. You're probably not going to pick him up, and if you don't, well, you get a free Sanhua, who is a ice 4-star character who gives 30% ice damage when she does her outro skill to the next person coming onto the field. What I'm trying to say here is you could pair her up. Obviously she's going to be ice. Look at her color palette. You could pair her up with your Sanhua, and now you have that ice team ready to go. It's locked and loaded. But with all that context provided, this girl's 110% going to be a 5-star character. Now, in terms of drip, I personally am not a fan of the hairstyle. I just feel like that's just not my cup of tea, honestly. Not to knock it. If any women are out there rocking it, you do what you got to do. She kind of like this hairstyle kind of looked like old girl from Star Wars, bro. You know, let me put that up real quick. Yeah, like this is what is reminding me of, except she obviously got some bangs going on, bro. That's kind of what's happening right here, bro. So like you put the bangs there and they pretty much got the same shit going on, bro. You know, anyways, that's not my cup of tea, but at the end of the day, I'm feeling them cheating eyelashes from ReZero. That's my favorite, like one of my favorite characters in that show. That looks cool, and everything else looks pretty cool. But for the most part, I'm just looking forward to seeing how broken she's gonna be because of her lore. Anyways, as I said, Magistrate of Jinzhou means she's like a judge, so she's casting out the laws and dealing with all the like the bad things going on in her jurisdiction, I would imagine. Let's move on to the next character, because that next character, yeah. Woo, boy, she fine as hell. Yes. Now, one of my favorite designs in this game, or actually my favorite design in this game, is Kung Fu Panda. I'm giving nicknames because these names aren't easy to pronounce. It's almost like you need to pronounce them in Chinese. I'll start giving nicknames, you know what I mean? Kung Fu Panda is the black and white color palette monk with the yin and yang aura. Yeah, she's my favorite design in the game, but boy, we just had some competition, because now I am really loving this design. I'm also happy because it branches away from that black and white hue that they've been doing a lot, that we've been seeing as a trend in their design. And don't get me wrong, I love a black and white hue, but if everybody looks black and white, well then I can't appreciate it anymore. So I love that they just dropped this red, white, and black character with this color going on the hair. I don't know if that's kind of like a pinkish, oranges, I don't know, color. I'm gonna go with pink. But guys, the Makima eyes from Chainsaw Man, boy, that alone makes the drip go from 10 out of 10 to 35 out of 10, bro. Those Makima eyes, there's something about them, bro. They just draw your ass in, and it's like you just getting mind controlled, bro. You know, it's mesmerizing in a negative way. It's not a good thing, bro. She is bad. That girl is problems. You need to go the other direction, but you can't help it. That's what she got going on. Then she got the finger to her mouth. You know she ain't no good for you, bro. She ain't no good for you. But she's the counselor to the Jinzu magistrate, meaning she's the counselor to this girl. So she is her, is it senpai? Senpai! It's senpai for both genders. Senpai, more experience as a colleague, since it does not necessarily follow the name. Okay, cool. Older. Okay, yeah. So I want to say this is her senpai. I had to make sure. Sometimes you gotta, you can't be just throwing out the incorrect shit. That's even cooler because that means she got that Yaimiko aura, bro. You know what I mean? She got that confidence about her, some wisdom and elegance, and she just knows more than you. So she has like more of a demanding aura, bro. This character, yes. And I am 100% getting her. I don't care what I gotta do. She is coming home, my boy. Anyways, what did she do though? Like, it says Changli excels at leveraging human nature to corner her enemies into traps. Okay, so if she's a counselor to the Jinzu magistrate, so she's probably like a mastermind. You know what I mean? Very smart, very conniving, and probably akin to like a chess player, I would imagine. Being the mentor to Jinzi, she is persuasive and patient. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, yeah, she one of them. She gonna set your ass up, all right. She entertains an unwavering aspiration, holding her ground in the endless game against time and chaos. She absolutely has to be a 5-star, right? Surely, she's got to be a 5-star. And by her color hue, I would imagine she's probably gonna be fusion or havoc. I'm leaning more towards fusion. This looks more like fusion than havoc. But that fit is cold, bro. She got one arm with the red on it. And then she got this jacket. Look at this on the inside, bro. Is that a tail back there? Is that a tail or is that part of the fit? Because if that's a tail, now she really got that Yaimiko aura going on over here, bro. Look at this. Oh my God, you got the 9-tailed fox. These things light up, bro. They turn red when she pops her. Oh, I already know it. She got one of them pop the oats, and this shit gonna just like flare up. That would be so cold. Anyways, enough simping for me, enough like guesstimating. What I will say is I want them to introduce a new archetype. I don't want them to only have the only weapons they have, because I don't like the idea of a sword and a broadsword. Now, I get it. That happens in a number of games. But I'd like a pole arm or like some dual blades to be incorporated in here. Maybe with a new character, they can introduce a new archetype somewhere down the line. Just kind of a personal preference here. But the combat is also so goddamn peak in this game that it's not a big deal if they don't introduce the other archetype. The combat is just like very intricate, in depth, and they've put a lot of effort into it to where each class truly does feel refined and complete. That's why I also want another one though, on to the contrary. So I do want to mention that Jinzi is only one of 6 sentinels in the area. They mentioned in the story that there's 6 different cities with 6 different sentinels. Jinzi is only one of those 6. So I'm curious, is Changli from a different city? Maybe she's a sentinel. And if not, 5 more sentinels still have yet to be revealed. My bad, not sentinels, the resonators that are appointed by the sentinels. I'm already learning the lore and shit. Is a little crazy. Overall, I'm really looking forward to this game's release. I can't wait to sink my teeth into this bad boy. I'm just excited to play something else. You know what I mean? It's exciting. Having to dip your toes in some new waters, man, and unravel all of the intricacies and lore and all that stuff. I can't wait. I am so excited to put a new game into my catalog of my channel, along with Honkai Star Rail. I love Honkai Star Rail, but I want another game to play too. And now we got one finally coming. Anyways, again, twitch.tv/GachaSmack if you want to check me out there. When I stream, I'll be streaming the entire week from the 22nd to the 29th, I believe. 7 days straight. We're going to be getting it in. Or you can watch me on YouTube. I simultaneously stream to both platforms at the same time. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.